important for your further English studies. So let's start with your grammar chapter, chapter number 17, sentences simple, compound and complex. Students, before starting this chapter, let's go back to your previous chapter, clause. Okay, you understood, I hope you understood what is a clause. Then also I am explaining you the definition of clause. What is a clause? A clause is group of words which is a part of larger sentence. Understood? What is a clause? A clause is group of words which is a part of larger sentence. It has a subject. It has a subject, predicate. It has a subject and predicate of its own. Of its own. Understood? So what is the definition of clause? A clause is a group of words which is a part of larger sentence. It has a subject, predicate of its own and may be has a complete sense. Okay, so more or less it is similar as the definition of sentence. What is the definition of sentence? Sentence is a group of words which has subject and predicate and has a complete meaning. Okay, this is the meaning, this is the definition of sentences. Now, in clauses also the same definition is there. A clause is a group of words which is a part of larger sentence. It has a subject predicate of its own and sometimes it has a complete sense. Then you will tell, ma'am, what is the difference between clause and sentence? Okay, so try to understand it by the figure. See, sentence is a bigger unit. Sentence is a bigger unit and clause is a part of sentence. This is clause. Okay, and this one is sentence. So a clause may be a sentence. Okay, clause is a smaller unit. Okay, now let's start with the difference between clause and sentence. What is the difference between clause and sentence? Sentence may consist one or more clauses. Okay. The first thing about sentence is sentence may consist one or more clauses. The second one is it gives complete sense. It gives complete sense. Then only it is a sentence. And the basic thing you know that a sentence consists a subject and a predicate of its own and gives complete information. It may consist one or more clauses. Sometimes it may have one clause, sometimes it may have one or more than one clauses. Then it gives complete sense. Now let's come to clause. Clause is a complete sense in itself, but sometimes it cannot give complete sense. It gives complete sense, but sometimes it doesn't. For that we need some other clause to complete its sense. Okay, so this is the basic difference between sentence and clause. Clause is also a part of sentence. It has a subject and a predicate. It gives information. Mostly it gives the information, but sometimes it happens that it does not give the information completely and needs another clause to complete its meaning. Okay, so understood sentence difference between sentences and clauses. Okay, now let's come to clause. Clause mainly is of two types: independent clauses and dependent clauses. Okay, what is independent clause? Independent clause means which gives the information completely. It does not need any other clause to complete its meaning. That is called main clause. And main clause, simple sentences are mainly consist main clause. Main clause are simple sentences only. Okay, now let's come to dependent clause. Dependent clause consists subordinate clauses or coordinate clauses. Now what is subordinate clauses? Subordinate clauses subordinate the main clause, and coordinate clauses coordinate the main clause. Now what is subordinate and what is coordinate? How to differentiate these two things? So coordinate clause mainly consists coordinating conjunctions. Which are the coordinating conjunctions? Do you remember in previous class you have studied fanboys? What is fanboy? F means for, A means and, N means nor, B means but, O means or, Y means yet, and S means so. So these are coordinating conjunctions. The clauses which starts with the coordinating conjunctions are coordinate clauses. Okay, and subordinate clauses, they subordinate the main clause. Okay, so understood the difference between subordinate and coordinate clauses. Now the dependent clauses or the subordinate or coordinate clauses are of three types: noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Now these three things are very important for you. You have to understand the difference between these three things. For that you have to revise the parts of speech in which you have studied noun, adjective and adverb. Now let's come to noun clause. These three things you will study in separate chapters. Okay, independently you will study these three clauses, but for this chapter I am giving you the brief idea about noun, adjective, adverb. See, noun means you know that name of person, place, animal or thing. Okay, so noun clause acts as a noun in the sentence. Okay, noun clause acts as a noun in the sentence. Adjective clause acts as an adjective, does the work of an adjective in the sentence, and adverb clause does the work of an adverb in the sentence. Okay, so before that you should revise the definition of these three things. Understood? So here one sentence is given, one example is given: you may sit wherever you like. Here one sentence is given. This is sentence. See, listen to me very carefully when I am using sentence, when I am using clause. Okay, so here it is a sentence. Now a sentence may consist of more than one clauses. Okay, now let's find out which is the main clause and which is the subordinate or coordinate clause. You may sit. This is the independent or main clause. Why? Because it gives a complete meaning. You may sit. You may sit. आप यहाँ बैठ सकते हो. Okay, आप बैठ सकते हो. So this is complete sense. हमें पूरा पता चल रहा है also given, predicate is also given. Okay, then also this is not complete because it is a clause. पता चला? Clause है. Wherever you like, जहाँ आपको मर्जी आए. Okay, so this doesn't give the complete meaning, so that it is a clause and this is a sentence. Okay, sentence में complete meaning है, clause में उसे जरूरत है दूसरे clause की. Okay, so this is main clause. और ये है उसे क्या कर रहा है, ये है वो मेन क्लॉज और इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. And this one is dependent clause. Understood? Now, how to find out dependent clause and independent clause? See, in dependent clause, conjunction will be used. Mostly, conjunction will be used in dependent clause. Okay, and main clause is the complete meaning in its own sense. Understood? So now let's come to simple sentences, compound sentences and complex sentences. I hope you understood these things. Understood? Now these are the basic things for simple, compound and complex sentences. It was necessary to teach you all these things before starting the main chapter, simple, compound and complex sentences. Okay, so let's start with simple, compound and complex sentences.
Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are learning well and enjoying grammar learning. Today I'll start with chapter number 17, sentences, simple, compound, complex. Now before starting this chapter, simple, compound, complex sentences, I want to make you revise previous chapter clauses. Okay, because if you will have the clear idea of clause, then only you can understand this chapter sentences. Okay, so let's start with the revision of clause. See, in previous chapter you studied that a clause is a group of words that forms part of a larger sentence. A clause is a group of words that forms part of a larger sentence. It is a part of a larger sentence and has a subject and a predicate of its own. And has a subject and a predicate of its own, means it has a subject, it has a predicate of its own, and it is a group of words and it is a part of a larger sentence. It means it is the smaller unit of a sentence. Understood what is clause? Now you will ask, ma'am, what is the difference between clause and sentence? So before starting the clause in detail, let me give you the difference between clause and sentence. See, sentence gives all information and consists one or more clauses. Okay, sentence gives all information. It means it has a subject, sentence also has a subject, sentence also has a predicate, and it gives the complete information. It gives the complete sense. And it gives the complete sense. Okay, where clause is, it is not necessary that clause gives all information and has complete sense. Clause, it is not necessary that clause gives all information and has complete sense. Okay, means clause also has a subject, a predicate, but it is not necessary that all the time it will give all information and has complete sense. Okay, so this is the difference between sentence and a clause. Now difference you understood. What is the difference between sentence and clause? It means sentence gives complete information, but clauses sometimes it does not give complete information. It has to be dependent on other clause in the sentence. Okay, so let's see. There are two main types of clauses: independent clause and dependent clause. Okay, independent clause, dependent clause. Try to understand the meaning of independent clause. Independent means the sentence which does not dependent on any other clause, or the clause which is not dependent on any other clause in the sentence to complete its meaning. It itself gives the complete meaning. That is called independent clause. And dependent clause has to be dependent on other clause in the sentence. Understood? So independent clause is also known as main clause. Independent clause is also known as main clause, and dependent clause is known as subordinate or coordinate clause. Subordinate or coordinate. Now what is subordinate and what is coordinate, that I'll explain you. Okay, so here independent means main and dependent means coordinate clause. Understood? Now dependent clause, we will focus on dependent clause only. We will focus on dependent clause only. We will focus on dependent clause only. Here dependent clause may be subordinate or coordinate. Okay, coordinate clauses are complete in its sense, but they will coordinate to each other. Okay, coordinate sentences are independent and they will coordinate to each other. That is called coordinate. And subordinate clauses, they are not complete sentence, but with the combination of main clause they have the meaning. So that is subordinate clause. Okay, so coordinate clauses are of, dependent clauses are of noun clause, adjective clause and adverb clause. Okay, so see the example. You may sit wherever you like. Here what is the main clause? The main clause is you may sit. This one is main clause. Why it is main clause? Because it is a sentence and it has complete meaning. You may sit means आप बैठ सकते हो. Okay, so complete sense. And whenever you like is subordinate, because it is incomplete and it needs the help of main clause to complete its meaning. So it is subordinate, not coordinate. So understood the difference between subordinate and coordinate? Okay, so you may sit is main clause and wherever you like is subordinate clause. Now how to find dependent clause? See, mostly you will get the conjunction. You will get the conjunction in the sentence, and from there you will get the subordinate or coordinate clause. Understood? What is a clause and what is subordinate, coordinate, what is main clause, what is dependent clause, what is independent clause. Okay, so mainly independent clause means main clause is simple sentence. Main clause is simple sentence. See, simple sentence is complete in its meaning. Okay, so the sentence which contains one subject, one finite verb is simple sentence. It means the sentence which has only one subject, one finite verb is called simple sentence. Let's see. Simple sentence contains one independent clause, means main clause. What is the meaning of independent? Main clause. Independent means main clause. Simple sentence is made up of main clause. For example, I speak English. I speak English. Here, I speak English and I am happy. Okay, so these are two independent clauses and these are called simple sentence. What it is called? Simple sentence. Okay, simple sentences. I speak English, one subject, one finite verb. Okay, so it is simple sentence. Understood? Simple sentence are main clause only, independent clause only. Now, second one is compound sentences. Compound sentences means the sentence which is made of clauses of equal rank. Equal rank means independently, separately, the clauses are independent. For example, here one example is given, I want to go to work. I want to go to work. Here, I want to go to work. I am tired. These two sentences are given and two clauses are there and they are independent. They have their own meaning. They have their complete sense. I want to go to work. मुझे काम पे जाना है. I am tired. मैं थकी हुई हूँ. Okay. So two independent clauses are given and with the conjunction it is connected. I want to go to work but I am tired. So here this one is also independent and this one is also independent. Okay, so two independent clauses are connected by the conjunction but. Understood? So here two independent clauses are used and they coordinate each other. वो एक दूसरे को coordinate कर रहे हैं, एक दूसरे की help कर रहे हैं वो लोग. Okay, so this is a compound sentence. Understood what is compound sentence? Compound sentence consists two or more independent clauses and coordinate each other. Second sign to identify compound sentence is comma, semicolon or conjunction is used. Comma, semicolon or conjunction is used. Here, see, conjunctions you have studied in previous classes, coordinating conjunction. Okay, coordinating conjunctions are fanboys. What are coordinating conjunctions? Fanboys. 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 Fan, F means for. A means and. N means nor. B means but, O means or, Y means yet and S means so. Okay, so this is called fanboys conjunctions. Okay, so comma is given, fanboy is given. Okay, so it is a compound sentence. Understood what is a compound sentence? Okay, next sentence, let's see through the example. I will kill you or you will kill me. Identify the clauses. Which type of clauses are given? Okay, main clause or coordinate clause. I will kill you. I will kill you. Here, I will kill you and you will kill me. These two sentences are independent clauses. independent. These two clauses are independent clauses. They are coordinating each other. Okay, I will kill you, मैं तुम्हें मार डालूंगा. You will kill me, तुम मुझे मार डालोगे. Okay, दोनों सेंटेंस के अपने अपने खुद के अलग अलग मीनिंग है. ओके, बट कंप्लीट सेंस देने के लिए ये इससे कनेक्ट हो रहा है, ये इससे कनेक्ट हो रहा है कि या तो मैं तुम्हें मार डालूंगा या तुम मुझे मार डालोगे. ओके, तो कंप्लीट सेंस बन रही है. सो दिस टू इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस आर connected with fan boy means O conjunction, coordinating conjunction, and comma is also used, so it is a compound sentence. Understood? So it is a compound sentence. Now third one, complex sentence. In complex sentence, one main clause will be given. See, one main clause, one main clause, and other will be dependent clause. दूसरा है वो कौन सा होगा? डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज होगा. ओके, यानी मिक्स होगा. एक मेन है, एक डिपेंडेंट है. डिपेंडेंट में कोई भी हो सकता है, सबऑर्डिनेट ही होगा. ओके, सो कॉम्प्लेक्स मीन्स मेन प्लस सबऑर्डिनेट. मेन प्लस सबऑर्डिनेट है कॉम्प्लेक्स में. ओके, तो सबऑर्डिनेट और कोऑर्डिनेट पता चला ना आपको. सब मेन प्लस सबऑर्डिनेट इज कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस. सो कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस इज मेनली कंसिस्ट वन मेन क्लॉज एंड अदर will be dependent clause or subordinate clause. See the example. Although he was wealthy, he was unhappy. Although he was wealthy, still he was unhappy. See, although this conjunction is used. Okay, he was wealthy, वो wealthy है. He was unhappy, वो unhappy है. Okay, so here two clauses are given in which one is dependent clause means ki subordinate clause, and the other one is independent clause. This one is independent clause. Okay, so one dependent clause and one independent clause is equal to complex sentence. So here I have some of the tips to remember. How to remember this thing, what is simple, what is compound, and what is a complex sentence. Simple sentence means one sentence with complete sense. It means here it will be main clause, एक ही clause है. ओके, और वो कंप्लीट सेंस दे रहा है. वन सब्जेक्ट, वन फाइनाइट वर्ब, कंप्लीट सेंस. इट मीन्स सिंपल सेंटेंसेस. अंडरस्टूड? नेक्स्ट वन इज कंपाउंड सेंटेंस. कंपाउंड. ओके, इन कंपाउंड सेंटेंस मेन क्लॉज एंड इन कंपाउंड सेंटेंस मेन क्लॉज एंड कोऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज. ओके, कंपाउंड सेंटेंस से मेन क्लॉज एंड कोऑर्डिनेट क्लॉज होंगे. इट मीन्स टू इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉजेस होंगे जो एक दूसरे को कोऑर्डिनेट करते हैं, और कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन है वो यूज़ हुआ होगा, एंड कॉमा अगर वो नहीं है तो कॉमा या सेमीकोलन यूज़ हुआ होगा. ओके, सो दैट इज़ कंपाउंड सेंटेंस. नाउ थर्ड वन इज़ कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस. कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस ऑलवेज have main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause plus subordinate. Okay, it means complex sentences. Okay, so what is the definition of simple sentence? Simple sentence is one which has only one subject and one finite verb. Which has only one subject and one finite verb. That is called simple sentence. And compound sentence is The sentence which is made up of two or more coordinating clauses. Coordinate clauses means two independent clauses, that is called compound sentence. And complex sentence means one main clause and the other will be dependent subordinate clause. Understood? So here try to remember all these things. Try to remember all these things. Okay. In previous lecture I explained you adjective, adverb, noun, clause, phrase and clause. Okay, and I hope you have completed the exercises, because in video only while explaining the exercises I gave you answer. So you have the answers in your videos. So try to write the answers with me. Okay, here also in this chapter also I will give you the exercises. While explaining the exercises, I will write the answers on the screen and you have to note down the answers in your grammar textbook. Okay, so revise the clauses and the types of sentences properly. Try to remember this thing. Independent means main. Independent means main, and main clause means simple sentence. Main clause is complete and it is a simple sentence. Okay. And dependent means subordinate, and subordinate or coordinate. Coordinate अब पता चला ना, what is coordinate? Subordinate or coordinate. सबऑर्डिनेट और कोऑर्डिनेट. सबऑर्डिनेट ये है कि जो इनकम्प्लीट है, डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज है, और कोऑर्डिनेट है वो इंडिपेंडेंट सेंटेंसेस हैं जो एक दूसरे को कोऑर्डिनेट करते हैं मीनिंग कंप्लीट करने के लिए. ओके, सो सबऑर्डिनेट एंड कोऑर्डिनेट इज known as dependent clause only, and dependent clause are mainly of three types: noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. Adjective clause is also known as relative clause. Okay, so these three things, noun, adjective and adverb clause, we will study in detail in next chapters in detail. Okay, these three chapters we will study in detail in next chapters. Before learning this chapter, you should have the clear idea of simple, compound and complex sentences. Okay, I am not taking exercises in this lecture because I am giving you time to understand this thoroughly. Clauses, types of clauses, what is subordinate, what is coordinate, what is noun clause, what is adjective clause, what is adverb clause. Okay, in short, if I explain, noun clause acts as noun. Noun clause acts as noun. Adjective clause acts as an adjective, and adverb clause acts as an adverb. Understood? So you have to revise parts of speech before starting the clauses. Okay, what is noun, what is adjective, what is an adverb, you have to revise. See, and you should be able to find out main clause and subordinate clause. Okay, now you should have the clear idea regarding subordinate and coordinate. What is subordinate, what is coordinate, you should have the clear idea about that. You should also know what is a clause and what is a sentence. Okay, difference between clause and sentence. Okay, as I explained you, sentence gives all information and consists one or more clauses, while clause is a part of sentence only, but it is not necessary that it gives all information and has complete sense. Here through example I tried to explain you. I remember what you said yesterday. Okay, so I remember is a clause. It is independent clause. What you said yesterday, it is also a clause. Okay, so here this clauses give complete sense too. यहाँ पर ये clause है फिर भी ये complete sense दे रहा है. But these two are the part of a sentence. Okay, then try to remember the definitions of simple sentence. Simple sentence means independent clause only, which has one subject and one finite verb. Okay, now what is finite, what is non-finite, that you have studied in 2-3 years grammar syllabus. Okay, so here I am not going in detail what is finite and what is non-finite. Then come to compound sentence. Compound sentence means, try to remember that compound sentence are coordinate clauses which coordinate each other and complete the meaning. Okay, so compound sentence is made up of clauses of equal rank. Equal rank यानी ऐसा नहीं कि एक independent है एक dependent है. Okay, दोनों equal हैं, and that is called compound sentence. And complex sentence is made of one independent clause and one subordinate clause. Okay, compound sentences there will be two main clauses. दो मेन क्लॉजेस होंगे जो एक दूसरे का कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहे हैं कंपाउंड में. एंड कॉम्प्लेक्स में वन मेन है और वन डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज है. ओके, सो हियर कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस इज मेड अप ऑफ वन प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज या मेन क्लॉज या इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज and one or more subordinate clauses. And here I have given you tips to remember also. Simple sentence means simple clause, one sentence with complete sense. Compound means main clause plus coordinate clause, and complex means main clause plus subordinate clause. So that's all for today. Okay, we will meet in next lecture with the explanation of the exercises. But what is my advice, you should remember all these definitions, all the minute things thoroughly before starting the exercises. Okay, and it is well and good if you try by yourself to write the answers of exercise 1. Otherwise I will explain you exercise 1 in next lecture and I'll give you answer. But before that, if you want, you can go through the notes and try to write the answers with pencil by yourself and get it cross check when I'm giving you the answers. And if any doubt is there, you can ask me in the lecture. Okay, so that's all for today. We will meet in next lecture. Till then, bye.